Good morning. You're listening to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning, my guest is John Wisenbaker, the owner of Wisenbaker Builder Services in Houston, Texas. John, how you doing?
Doing good, Kemp.
It's good to talk to you. We were together last week at the FEI meeting down in San Diego, and you've been a world traveler. You've been over to Italy at the Stone Show. It's good to catch up with you for a few minutes. For the benefit of my audience, first, your dad started this business down in Houston. It was called Wisenbaker Carpet. I think it was 48 years ago. Is that about right?
Yes, sir. We started as Wisenbaker Carpet in 1970.
And you've not only expanded your reach, you're all over Texas now in the major markets, but you've also expanded the products that you offer the builders, right?
As I said when we were together last week, we've diversified into our customers' pain points. Wherever our customers are complaining most, that's where we see the biggest opportunity. That's where we're expanded.
Yeah, and so while you work just carpet, now you're basically interior finishes. And, I mean, you've got cabinets, countertop, all types of flooring, not just carpet, and window coverings and sinks, right?
Yes, sir. We like to say the builder paints it, and after that we do pretty much everything else.
And you're mostly Texas, right?
100% of all of our business is in Texas for the U.S.
And you've got offices outside of the country as well, don't you?
We have a wholly owned subsidiary in Brazil that sells granite all over the world.
And you've got one in Asia as well?
No, we've got a buying office there with several employees.
I'd say in the last 48 years you've continued to grow. And I was looking at some information on your website, and you've got like 3 core attributes, right?
Yes, sir. Attitude, integrity, and reliability.
Okay. Was that your dad's idea or yours?
That was literally on the business card early 1970s. It was integrity and reliability were been in our logo since day one, and we have the right attitude was printed on our original business cards. So we kind of morphed that a little bit and made it easier for our folks to remember nowadays with the AIR acronym, attitude, integrity, and reliability.
Did you know you were going into the business that your dad had started from the very beginning, or did you go out for a little while on your own?
Actually wanted to get in the computer business originally,
yeah, and
was going to go to work for a distributor. I was an industrial distribution major. My dad asked me to come over and work for him, and so been trying to do something other than just carpet ever since.
All right. How old were you when you joined your dad in the business?
It was 1991, shortly after college.
So do you think any of your kids will join the business?
I've got a son that's out of college 2 years, another son that is a senior in college, and then 2 daughters, one in college, one in high school. And I've had one thing is that I'm never going to be your boss. Yeah. So my oldest son is selling fluid power hydraulic stuff in the Houston area, not working for me. Actually, Tim Coleman and I were just talking about this when we were out there. He started working for his dad years ago. Actually, it was Tim Coleman, Mike Spraggins, and myself all having a little chat.
Well, let's talk a minute about the benefit of being part of this organization. Tell me what you get out of being a member of the FEI Group.
For me, making our business, making our industry more professional, being able to share ideas and best practices with people, be able to learn best practices from people, be able to find out how people are better managing their business to get it more efficient. For me, that is the ultimate, is the sharing of ideas. For me, is the most important piece.
So it's a heck of a lot more than buying right and getting a rebate, isn't it?
Yes, it is a whole lot more than buying. Because I quite honestly, we buy by ourselves.
Exactly. So when you talk to Dave Giesling and he tries to verbalize, he really is in the business of making all his members better businessmen, isn't he?
I think so. You know, this business was ripe for that when Dave started this, and what I mean by that was a very fragmented business. Entrepreneurs typically don't like to talk, and, you know, there's many different, either YPO or Vistage or some of these networks that are out there for business owners and presidents to be able to meet and do these sort of things. I think Dave's done a good job of putting together an industry-specific one and been relatively successful at getting people to drop their guard and start cooperating over the last 20 years.
Are you coming back from this meeting? Are you going to try something different after having gone?
We have a couple ideas that our team picked up while we were out there.
And you'd like to keep those secret at this point?
We all took notes, and you know, if we just landed on Friday afternoon. So
okay, John, it's good to catch up with you. And you've had tremendous growth. There hasn't been a year you haven't grown since you've been at the helm, right?
There has been during the downturn. We went the wrong way during the housing bubble. We're 100% focused on new home building. Yeah. No multifamily, no residential retail, no commercial. We just do new home building. So obviously during the housing crisis, we took a step backwards.
But other than the dips that have come along, you've been growing your business ever since, right?
we've continued to grow our business. And quite honestly, we've continued from 1970 all the way through. It's just continual growth.
Yeah. All right, great.
Reinvesting in a business.
Okay, it's good to talk to you. Again, been talking to John Wisenbaker, the owner of Wisenbaker Builder Services in Houston, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.